Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage. So this is going to be like part 3 of our little bed destruction or cutting series, gutting, whatever you want to call it. Really all the cutting and everything is done. We'll go over exactly what we did. As we can see, we have our big pile of crap, which I'm going to try and weigh after we get done painting the bed. That's the big activity tonight. The weather is magically held off. It is still overcast, as you can see, but no rain in sight. The bed's dry. I wiped it down a little bit where there was some crap, and I also taped off some portions of it where I'd like to try and keep the paint. Try and paint everything that's, you know, obviously not taped off. But also get a coat of paint on all of our bare metal so that way we're not running into rust issues. Not that this thing's going to sit outside or anything, but just try and clean it up, make it look half decent. What all did we cut out? Basically, we cut out the whole floor, the inside bed sides, the wheel wells, all the bracketry, all the way up to underneath the bedside itself. We also cut the front bulkhead out. We still have a little bit of, you know, a whole bed shape, so we can just lift this thing up, back the truck under, set it on there. I think it's a pretty good system. We don't have to make any additional bracketry for the bed sides like a lot of people do. And the main reason for that is time. It's September. I want to get the truck to the track. I'm going to get the truck to the track. And really, we're right there. Yes, I know it needs a cage or a roll bar, but I'm hoping we can get it to the track, see what it's going to do. And depending on where it falls, we'll decide what we're going to do and what the best course of action to do that is at that time. Eventually, we will have a full 8.5 cert cage in it, but I don't know what's going to happen this year. If we get to the point where we need to have that cage rather than a roll bar, I'm going to be thrilled and not be real concerned about it, but still want to try and do that in as timely of a manner as I can, and still do it myself as much as I can. But yeah, before the daylight gets gone completely, I want to try and get this thing painted inside. I'm going to be using that gloss black engine enamel like I was using on the frame of the truck, because that stuff just, it seems to hold up to me a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. So that's what we used on the head for Caitlin. I just like it. So let's get painting this thing up. Well, 4 cans of paint later, everything's black. Everything is painted up. It definitely fell dark very quickly, so I tried to do my best. It's certainly not going to be perfect, but that fits with the motif of the truck. Anyhow, we will definitely go back over this in spots where we need to when I get some more paint and we can see it in the daylight. But overall, it should be good. It's definitely better than it was, that's for damn sure. So now I'm thinking I'll move Caitlin, pull the race truck out, maybe drag this pile of crap over to the garage and try and weigh some of this shit. Truck is firmly nestled back in the garage. Took me a couple attempts. This little step in the garage, it was not feeling it, real slow. Definitely spun a little, but got mud off the tires. Well, that's not a good thing. Now I got to sweep that up. But anyhow, I weighed all this shit. Got the bathroom scale out and grabbed it piece by piece. I did a couple of the big items like the bulkhead, the floor, and the wheel wells independent of the miscellaneous stuff. So what did it all weigh? So after weighing everything up, all the miscellaneous pieces, we'll call them, all the different pieces, the sides and all that, they came out to 49.5 pounds. The bulkhead, the front of the bed that I cut out that little section, that was 14 pounds. The wheel wells, in how I cut them out, one was a little larger than the other, but that ended up being 31 pounds, and that big floor itself, that was 100 pounds. So all in all, we got 180.5 pounds out, plus I have some other miscellaneous, shavings and stuff like that in a trash bag. So we'll call that a half pound. So basically, we cut 181 pounds out of that bed. Honestly, it's probably close to what I was thinking. As we were doing it and I felt the weight of the floor itself and the wheel wells, I was kind of thinking we were going to be up in the 200 range. About 150 to 200 was kind of my expectation going in, but like I said, I was feeling those pieces as they came out and I was thinking it was going to be a little higher than that. Now, what does the bed actually weigh? Your guess is as good as mine. I can Google real quick what a long bed weighs, but I don't really know what it is. 300 pounds maybe? Hold on. So after a brief search on the Google, I can't really find what an 8-foot bed itself weighs. My guess, 350 to 400, something like that. So we about cut the weight of the bed in half, maybe a tad more. But that's all just a guess. We could still take a little bit of weight out of the tailgate, get us closer to that 200 number. And if I put myself on a little bit of a gutting program, which I could stand to do, we could definitely get to about 200 pounds out of the truck with that. Those two things combined, the bed and myself. But, we can get the bed on the truck. That's the main thing. With the fuel cell and all, we had to gut the bed or at least cut a hole in the floor. And with how I ran the fuel lines and all up the frame rail, we kind of had to cut the whole bed, or at least the whole floor, so we can get it back on the truck, get it back looking like a truck so we can take it to the track. Hopefully they will allow us to run on a test and tune night. Hopefully they don't look in it and just say look, dude, you gotta have something in here. I'm hoping they don't do that. I'm hoping they just, I don't know, just cut it up. I want to see what it runs. So anyhow, let me know down in the comments what you think, if we lost more or less weight than you thought we would. Like I said, I think we're in the ballpark of what I was anticipating. But yeah, every ounce counts. So we will hopefully get the truck back looking like a truck, get it to the track, make some passes, maybe get kicked out, and make for a good video title, wouldn't it? But then we can start looking at a cage or roll bar, at least for the end of this season. Try and get the thing out there. I really just want to use the truck. That's the main thing. I want to be able to do what we're doing with it. We've built it enough. Let's use it some before winter hits and we're stonewalled and we gotta just find other stuff to do to it. So anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed cutting the bed up. It was rather relaxing myself, just being able to kind of be destructive. So hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm spitting all over the place. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.